Hey guys, it's your girl Carrie, and today I want to share with you the decorating process for my mantle. Yesterday I shared the shadow boxes in the family room, and today it's going to be the mantle. And I just wanted to revamp the mantle that I had the last 2 years. So I'm going to show you last year's mantle, and this is what it looked like. Now the issue I had were the pictures in the background. The black and white pictures were kind of clashing with the decor. So I wanted to remove the pictures and put something in its place that was extremely large but relatively inexpensive. So I thought about making a giant present. I did this technique last year in my dining room when I, painted my dining room, but I didn't have the chance to get new artwork yet. So that's what I decided to do for my mantle this year. The last step, we're going to attach our board to the frame.
When you say we, you mean me?
Yeah, we means you and I.
The air compressor for a man is like a man buying a woman lingerie. When Carrie bought this air compressor for me, I knew what it meant. I knew we had true love.
What does that mean?
I don't get that.
I don't get that.
Because the air compressor wasn't really for me, it was for you. The lingerie really wasn't for you, it was for me.
Oh, got you.
Didn't marry her for her brains, people.
Yes, you did. Here is my board for my present, and what I'm going to do now is wrap it. And I have my bag of wrapping paper. I keep my wrapping paper in a clear garment bag. Okay guys, I'm about to start to work on my mantle garland, and I have a permanent garland that I made, and I just sit this on top of my mantle every year. But this year I want to add a little more to it so that it can look flocked. I want to kind of flock my garland, so I'm going to share that with you guys. I just wrap the whole thing up in plastic bags each year. It's about 9 feet long. Whew. I'll just cut these bags away. So here is my mantle garland. And this is kind of like a permanent board. I cover it up each year and bring it down, and basically all I have to do is sit it on top of my mantle and everything's already put together. I don't have to worry about draping or lighting anything up. I just decorate it. But today I want to add in some flocked garland to kind of mix in with this greenery here. So that is what I'm going to do. But basically, in order to construct one of these, you just buy a piece of plywood cut to the length of your mantle. My mantle happens to be 9 feet long, so this is 9 feet. And in between here, every so often, I have some floral foam hot glued and tied down to the board. And I do this because if I want to build up the garland, I can build my florals here, just stick the picks in there and just build up a nice arrangement. So that goes down every so often. And these spaces in here in between are for displays. So if I want to display, some deer, if I want to display little houses, it gives me room to add a display. I can add height if I want. And because my mantle is so high up, my mantle, I think the height is about 6 feet or so because it's taller than me. You don't see any of that in the back. You just see the front. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug it in to see if all the lights work. I'm going to plug that in and see if I need to replace anything. So it looks like all of the lighting works. And so now I'm just going to play around with it until I get it the way I want it. Look at these beautiful frosted picks with the natural pine cone. They're so full and lush, and I've always told you guys to shop off season or try to get these types of items on sale. These were $9.99 a bushel, but they were 70% off. So I got this entire pick for $3, and you can't beat that. You can't get this quality or this fullness from the Dollar Tree. And if you want, if this is too big, you can separate these into 5 separate picks. So you would have 5 separate picks for $3 versus Dollar Tree, you would have to pay about $5 to get 5 picks. So what I'm going to do is use my box cutter to cut this pick down into more manageable pieces because it's too thick to just stick right into my arrangement. I'm just going to break that. See, now I have an individual beautiful pick. I'll yield 5 of these per bundle. And here we go. We have 5 of these. And this is also great to fill in those gaps in your Christmas tree. If you have a Christmas tree like me, my Christmas tree is so sparse and on its last leg, but when I add in these picks, I can fill in those areas that are sparse and empty. So I just think this is a great value for $3, and there's so many things you can do with these. Now back here we have the long flocked garland with the flocked pine cones, the natural pine cones, and these were $12.99 each, but they were 70% off. So I got them for about right under $4 each, and that's also a great deal. They are a little over 6 feet long. I think they're 7-foot garland, and I'm going to weave those into my existing mantelpiece. So far, that's one garland that's woven into the existing garland, and what I did was just layer it on top and wrap it with the ends of the garland here. Just wrap it around. So I'm going to add another one. I'm going to start at this end and kind of bring it over and under. Just a few things that we switched up. In the previous years, we had the finials on the end. This year, I decided to put my nutcrackers on either end. I absolutely love those. I picked those up from Home Goods a few years back, and instead of putting candles next to the nutcracker like we did last year, I just filled up some apothecary jars with some Christmas ornaments, and then in the center we just kept all of our family of deer, and that just kind of represents our family. We are a family of 4. And then in the background, I love how the larger than life present came together. It looks so beautiful. And I just tied a big bow and stuck in some greenery. Then I added in our DIY stockings. I made these a few years ago, and I got the white stockings from Five Below, and then I just add embellishments to each family member's stocking. That one's Reagan's, that's Taylor's, she has a jingle bell on it, and then that's Mom's, and Dad is over there. Now that the mantle and the back wall shadow boxes are complete, I am going to focus my next DIY project on the curtains. And if you guys remember a while back, I shared with you my DIY new invention, the Drape over, and I'll show you how they work for those of you who may not know. So a couple of years ago, I invented a system called the Drape over, and it's basically a makeover for your drapes, and I'll leave the link to the video that explains it and shows how everything works and all the different options that I have for my drapes. But right now I have this bird pattern on my drapes, and I want to switch that out because it does not match my decor. And basically I have panels of Velcro hidden underneath this line, you know, this trim, where I can actually trade out my curtain bottoms. And so I didn't have anything in like a winter theme, so I wanted to make the bottom half of my drape cable knit sweater. You guys know I love cable knit sweaters, and what I like about this, it's not technically a Christmas feel or Christmas item. It's more of a winter feel or fall feel, so I can put this on and keep it from fall through Christmas and throughout the winter. So that's the next project, and I think this would look really nice and make the room really cozy and go with the rest of my decor. So I will share the completed room and how these turned out once I get them done. Well, actually not me. You guys know my mom sews everything for me, so I'm going to go and ask her, pretty please, can you make me another set of drape overs? And so that's what they look like with nothing. So you can also just leave them plain as well, and don't mind all this junk here. I have to put all this stuff away. These are all the items that came off the mantle and the shadow box area before I decorated it for Christmas, and some more fall stuff. And then those are the wreaths from the shadow boxes. I keep everything in wreath bags, so whenever I switch out the wreath, I take the current wreath that I'm switching out and put it in the wreath bag and hang it up until I'm ready to switch back again. So still have a bunch of cleaning to do, but I'm getting there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for some more projects as I continue to decorate. And until next time, I'm going to keep calm and carry on. Bye guys.